Welcome back to the Crystalina Perspective. If you're interested in watching week 6 update of my online LPN to BSN OB Pediatrics course, stay tuned. First, guys, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of my new subbies. I have a huge appreciation gift right here for us reaching 200 subscribers. So the giveaway rules will be at the end of this video and in the description box. Okay, guys, so we are going to be talking about week 6. Now, this is week 2 of the pediatrics portion of the Peds OB course, but it's week 6 of the entire course. So that means I have 2 weeks left and I'm like, done. All right. So let's jump into it. So this week we talked about quite a few things. So let's just talk about it. We talked about the symptom management across the child care. So basically educating parents and families on how to properly help their child have effective sleep. We also talked about caring for the families under stress. So those 2 modules kind of went together, and I do have notes here. Like, I printed out what we did this week, so that way I could be like ready. Okay. So yes, we talked about dealing with stress in children, stress in the family, family-centered care. Simply because that is something that we definitely want to have while caring for our pediatric patients. We also talked about abuse. Now, this was like the sad part of the week because we talked about abuse and bullying, and those 2 things are very real. So we talked about abuse and we also talked about bullying. Child abuse, we basically discussed things that are going on with child abuse in Arkansas. We just kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Discuss things you would look for as a nurse and how you basically would report those things, because you are a mandated reporter. So if you don't like observations being detailed and being, I'm not going to even say a tattletale, because your job is to report any abuse, regardless if it's in pediatrics or adults, but your job is to report abuse. So basically learning those things, and as I was saying earlier, if you can't do those things, then maybe talk to your nursing instructor, because those are things that you're gonna have to get strong in being able to do, because our job is making sure that our patients are safe. So we talked about child abuse and how you would peep that in situations, what you would do, who you contact, and what your job role is after you contact the proper authorities that you're supposed to contact. As well as the main thing always is patient safety. Patient safety, regardless of whatever the situation is. So we talked about adverse childhood experiences and how these things can lead to abuse in various communities, and how as nurses we can do things to prevent these things from happening. So that led us into the bullying portion of the course, and we basically had to do a lecture on bullying, and we also had a bullying assignment. And with bullying, it was basically a prevention assignment. It was an assessment where basically we had to like review this 1-hour-long video training on bullying and how it affects various children across the various ages. And how you as a nurse handle bullying. And it also kind of talked about like bullying in schools and how school nurses can deal with it, and teachers and whatnot. So leading from that, we talked about child abuse and neglect. So as I told you guys, we already had covered just caring for an abused, well, no, I didn't. I said I already told you guys that we talked about what you do in an abuse situation. Well, we learned about what you would do if a child is abused, how you care for that child, how you build rapport with that child, and ultimately what are like the next steps, because patient safety is the ultimate thing here as well. And you want to make sure that no one is coming up to hurt that child. So that was like the stressful portion of the week. Now moving on into some of the things that weren't, in my opinion, so stressful. We basically broke down a misconception. And before I get into these last 3 areas that we talked about, I do want to address them. Children are not small adults. They're not. You can say they're small people because they are small people, but they're not small adults. A lot of times we just say, oh, they're just small adults. They're just miniature adults. They're not. Their respiratory systems are different. Their GI systems are totally different. And their metabolic makeup is different as well. They can have similar disease processes and disorders as adults, but it affects them differently. So we started off talking about the GI system and why vitamin K is so important. And we talked about that about at age 6, children develop enough acid in their stomach to be able to properly digest food and make a proper stool. We also talked about respiratory. Now, respiratory is a big one. We talked about like how you experience a child in respiratory distress, if they do the tripod mode, what do you need to do? And basically the tripod position is where they're sitting there with their hands on their knees and they're kind of panicking. Like when I say panicking, not panicking, but like panting, you know, trying to catch their breath type of deal. Basically in that situation, you don't want to put anything in their mouth and you want to administer antibiotics. Yes. We talked about that. And we also talked about metabolic processes. So how you would care for a child with diabetes, type 1, type 2, and other metabolic disorders. Now, our second assignment for the week was another case study. Like, they are like case studying us to death, just saying. And I'm not sure what my score is on that. If I know what my score is, by the time I upload this video, I will like flash it across here. If not, I'll like update you guys like in the next week's update. And then the last assignment that we did have to do was a exam 1. Y'all, I'm sorry about my light. It's being real ghetto tonight. Like, very ghetto. So yes, we talked about not talked about, you know what, forget the freaking light. We basically, sorry y'all, you know, sometimes you gotta improvise in life because you got mess ups like your ring light not working. Just saying. But thankfully, this light in my room is semi-decent and y'all can see me. So yes, to wrap this video up, we did have a mini exam, and that mini exam, I made a 90 on it. So I'm feeling good, feeling great. Okay. So yes, I made a 90 on that exam. So I'm stoked about that 90. And this week was a really good week. I am really loving pediatrics. This book that we have for pediatrics is phenomenal. Like, this book basically breaks down everything like that. Okay, so that's that. Trying to think, that's like it with this week. Now to the giveaway. Okay guys, so the giveaway. Once again, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. The Crystalina Perspective thanks you. Please go follow my blog on Instagram. I'm always posting. I'm always talking to y'all in my inbox and whatnot. And yeah, so the giveaway rules. 3 simple rules. Rule number 1 is that you must be a follower or subscriber of my Instagram page and my YouTube channel. Hands down, you must be a subscriber or follower. This is for my loyal subscribers and followers. Like, this is for you because you did the work to get me at 200 subscribers. Rule number 2, you have to like this particular video, okay? You have to like this video. And rule number 3, in the comment section below, I need you guys to drop the new stethoscope emoji by Apple or Android or whomever. And if you don't have the stethoscope emoji, drop me the emoji that's like this. I try to post her. Drop her for me, okay? One or the other. Drop one of those, or if you feeling extra, drop them both. Now I'm going to show you guys what you can win. There will only be one winner for this giveaway. Once we get to 500 subscribers, guys, there will be 2 winners. One for nursing, and I have a really bomb nurse prize, and the other for beauty and whatnot. So all of the gifts are in this lovely bag. So you will be getting this awesome face mask to pamper yourself, these gorgeous earrings, and all of these things were purchased with my own money. A lot of them came in subscription boxes, and this is just stuff that I'm not using. So I'm going to gift it to you. Why not? A Peony Petals scented candle. Relaxation, guys. Relaxation all 2020. A Ren Flash anti-pollution mist. And this is for the skin. A lavender bath bomb. A lip monthly pouch. And inside this pouch, I'm dropping. I'm sorry, guys. My stuff being ratchet again. There's an eye pencil by Lord & Berry. A lip pencil by Model Co. A Peony Butterfly Butter Lip Scrub. And a Black Magic eyeliner. All of that's for you, boo. A Caviar Anti-Frizz Blowout Butter. And a low coral. I'm sorry, y'all, about my lights again. This is shampoo and conditioner for somebody in a cute little baggie. A Smashbox Fluid Fix little sample. A Boscia moisturizer. A Bitey hair mask with the comb. And it has a little pump on there. I'm so sorry, y'all, about my light. I'm buying a new light set tonight. A MAC strobe cream. 2 pallets. 2 pallets. So I will flash the rules again. Guys, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Next week, we will have another weekly update, and my light situation will be fixed. Haha. I can't make this up. Y'all see this wretchedness. Like, turn off, turn back on. That's what you do in life. You keep getting back up even when stuff be trying to knock you down. Okay? Okay. So yes, guys, that is it. Y'all have a good night. Bye.